Hi everybody, it's Mike Newman. It's a Monday morning finish line. It's May 7th. Getting close. We're getting close to state. We're getting close to the state series this week for the girls. Boys conference meets this week. I just saw that the Southwest Conference downstate is being moved to Tuesday because there's supposed to be some heavy storms that are coming through on Wednesday throughout Illinois. But then it looks to become good for the weekend. So maybe we'll have some great performances like we did this past weekend. Wasn't the weather beautiful? Okay, so hold on. I forgot to do this. So, any case, on Saturday I took a little time off. Hold on. See, I should have been prepared for this. That's how my day is. And so I just wanted to show up to all of you Augustana College performers. This is what a national championship hat looks like. Okay? Last year after Augustana won the CCIW championships, you couldn't see a post. Every other post was like, oh, Augustana, Augie wins it. Well, they were at their yelling selves this weekend, and North Central ended up winning. So that's what a national championship looks like. Not to mention 45 conference championships in a row for North Central. That's the way it is. Augie will be Augie. And we'll just keep on winning. Any case, boy, there was so much going on. I went to two meets, well, other than the CCIW meet. The DuPage County meet at Naperville Central. We'll talk about something at the end, but watch the end of this 800.
So Kern, Simon, both all-state last spring, and Kern is just accelerating on that backstretch. So is Simon. .123. And Kern just keeps opening it up. Holy smokes. Charlie, Kern is back. And Joey Simon is no slouch. He's a great runner, and Kern is just dismantling him here. 51, 152. Whoa, best time in the state. What a double, 152.56. Are you kidding me?
So Kern runs 152.56. What can we say? Joey Simon is such a great runner. And it was nice to, after everything that Charlie's been through, it was nice to see him smiling afterwards, and it was nice to see him running that fast. York has a lot of questions right now. Kern earlier ran a 153.5 anchor for his team's 7:54 3,200 meter relay. So their other three runners, you can do the math what their splits were. So they have some decisions to make on what's going to happen there. Otherwise at DuPage County, Pat Brocky from Lake Park 15.7. And it just went on. Rosie winning in 22.22, and then getting second in the 100 behind a York runner, Klein, who won his section and then had to wait to find out if Rosie was going to run faster. There were so many great meets. DuPage County on Thursday, it looked like it was going to get rained out. It didn't, and the weather really improved in time for the 300 meter hurdles. Hallie Bieber ran this great time, Illinois #1. Watch the end of this race.
All by herself, Hallie Bieber comes off the curve. And the conditions are good for a fast time here. Is she going to be under 45 seconds? Oh, Hallie Bieber. Holy smokes! She's under 44! 43.85 for Hallie Bieber, best time in the state this year.
So, talking to her mom, Her Hallie Bieber's dad, Henry, used to run at York and ran with my brothers, my younger brothers, and Henry was a pretty good hurdler back then, and I think Hallie kind of picked up a little bit on that. So she ran 43.85, I think, best time in the state. Naperville North looks pretty good. So does Homewood Flossmoor. Homewood Flossmoor girls won convincingly at their conference meet. What else? Whitney Young looked good, winning the Chicago Public League Championships. Downers Grove North has a good team, pretty good invitational team. They won the West Suburban Silver ahead of Lyons Township and Glenbard West. Caitlin Hart ran a pretty good double, 2:13, and then came back, ran the state fastest time of 4:47. At the Mid-Suburban League at Elk Grove, Madison Marasco, boy, what a great double she ran. 2:10.7 in the 4x800 meter relay, and then comes back and runs 2:11.5 in the open half, wins that race. Jocelyn Long, what a great double for her. I don't know if she ran the 3200 relay. It's said so in the results. Sometimes you can never tell. But Long ran 2:14.5 and then came back and ran a 5 flat. 1600, looking good. She's ready to go for the next few weeks too. So what else? Rachel Hickey, LaSalle Peru, the top runner in the state in the 800. Well, she won the 800 fairly easy. Won the 1600, and her team won the 3200 relay. 1600 relay was close there. Ran a school best there. So great job for Rachel. Okay. I wrote recaps of the girls' meets. Most of the girls' conference meets. Take a look on ilxctf.com. On the boys' side, Danville on Thursday at the Raider Relays ran the #1 time in the state, 7:54.26. And then the mile relay, Zach Bradford vaults 16.6 in the pole vault just to win. And he comes back and runs a 49.5, a pole vaulter running a 49.5 anchor, and just got nudged out by Danville's Philip Hall at the end. Philip ran a 49.1, I think, or something like that. So Bradford, a pole vaulter, runs 49.5. It shows you what kind of a stud athlete that he is. Where else? Collinsville invite Belleville West running 128.5. That's pretty good. Andrew O'Keefe, Granite City, 4:13 in the mile. Charlie Parrish, 4:21. I'm just trying to remember things off the top of my head. The Lake County meet, 4 runners under 9:13 for the 3200. Nick Lanning, 9:07. Alex Tam, 9:08. And Tam came back and ran 4:20 in the mile. Lanning was 4:22. Keep an eye on Justin Peromo of Grant. Ran the #3 or #4 time in the state, beat Louis Cosio, who's defending state champion in the 400 by almost a second, maybe a little more than 48.8, 48.9. Charlie Wade at the Kane County Invitational County Championships, the 100th edition of that at East Aurora. I've heard rave reviews about East Aurora's new facility, their track facility. I'm going to have to go out there soon. But Charlie Wade ran the fastest from St. Charles East, ran the fastest time in the state in that event, in the 400. Matt Rickman ran 4:18. Where else? Lyons Township, or no, not Lyons Township, McCarthy Memorial, and Downers Grove North, Christensen 4:17 in the, or 4:17, 1:57 in the 800. Jack Roberts 4:20 in the mile. Ryan Berkmeyer 9:25, 9:26. Can you imagine how many? I think he's got the 4th or 5th fastest time for their team, running 9:26. Jeez. Hinsdale Central ran 7:59, 3200 relay. At Thornton, defending champion in the 2A 400. Vance Van Harvey ran the state's #2 time, 48.75. Some great sprint times at Thornton on that meet. And we can go on and we can go on. I wrote a recap for the states, you know, for some of the major invites. Couldn't mention anything. Oh, I want to mention Deanne McBride of Freeport. 4 wins at the Northern Illinois Invitational, 21:11 in the long jump, 14:58 I think in the 110 highs. Just missed his season's best. He's run 37:15 this year in the 300 hurdles, ran 37:21, and then just end of the day 22 and change, 22.3. So pretty good meet. Clayton Mendez too in the Chicago Public League goes out in 4:23, 4:24, something like that for the first mile. Testing the water, seeing how he's feeling, knowing how that's going to feel going into the next 2 weeks. So strategy-wise, he wants to see, well, how is this going to feel? Smart idea, using it in their conference meet where there's no competition in the Chicago Public League that matches up to Mendez. Sorry, that's just the way it is. So we'll have to see what Clayton does. I'm sure he's going to run the 32:1600. So that's it. We're going to try to have as much coverage as we can. I'm going to hit 3 meets this week. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If it doesn't get rained out, there's a nice under the lights mile runs where kids try to run under 5 minutes or try to run PRs. Hinsdale Central does a great job hosting that. Maybe there if the weather is nice. And then 3 other meets. And if you see me there, I'm there. We'll keep you up to date on ilxctf.com. 2 more things. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. At the DuPage County meet on Friday. So it's getting near the end of the meet, and the meet goes on for like about 4 hours, and it's a 2-level meet for us off varsity. So I'm lining up, you know, trying to line up my camera, getting ready for the start of the one of the relays. And all of a sudden, there's a dumpster that's close to the fence. And this kid, I don't know, he's 6, 7, 8, I don't know. He's on top of the dumpster playing. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? Where are his parents? Kevin Rafferty sent me a video. You can check my Facebook page for it. It's one of the Silent J things where one of the guys is complaining as he sees his kid going up the escalator sitting down. That's how I was. I'm telling you, it was just getting, I'm like, where are his parents? And people around me are kind of laughing because it was getting kind of serious. I thought the kid was going to do gymnastic moves. He was going to try to do the 5 basic ballet points. I don't know what he was going to do. And so then he gets off. And I'm like, thank goodness. And I watch where the kid is going. Goes running up the stairs next to his mom. Parents aren't really paying any attention. He goes back down. He finds a rock. Starts throwing it up in the air. Almost hit a few cars that were parked there. Then he goes back up on top of the dumpster again, so for take 2, and it's just getting crazy. Whatever. Parents walk by, look over, see little Jimmy Lipper or whatever his name was. They walk right by because the mom, strike 2, has to give advice to her other son who's getting ready to run the 4x400 meter relay. That's a good idea. A parent that probably has no clue about track and field giving their son advice. Make sure you run fast. Good advice. I don't know what they said. So I'm watching, kids still jumping around there. Now at this point, I'm hoping that the kid goes into the dumpster. And not mean-spirited, so that the parents start to panic, because they deserve that panic. I'm thinking, well, maybe, remember the movie Princess Bride? I'm thinking one of those giant rats from Princess Bride in the forest comes out and gets the kid. The parents aren't noticing. Kid's still playing on top of the dumpster. Then the mom's like, strike 3, trying to get, I need to get a good picture of getting this exchange. She's moving around the fence. She almost goes by the camera for the finish line, and they're like, no, you can't go there. And she gets upset. Goes back over, gets a picture, gives the kid afterwards some Gatorade, and she goes up the stairs, and then the kid and the little boy that's playing on top of the dumpster decides to get down, sees that mom and dad are walking away. They didn't do anything during the entire time, but I thought it was funny. My kids are grown, so you know, that's my parenting tip for the day. One, don't give your kid sugar pops or something with a lot of sugar before you go out to a meet, because that kid was running around. And having taken my oldest son to a few track meets when he was younger, it was kind of tough. He would get out of control sometimes, and you have to miss some of the meet to do that. And number two, I don't know what number two. 3 strikes. I was going to red flag shenanigans for that, but it was. I'm like, oh God, I hope nothing bad happens. So, parents, you're at meet with your younger children. Either find a babysitter to keep them at home, or keep a close eye on them, because something really bad could have happened with that kid. So, and then the other thing, as you can see, I'm wearing orange. That's one of the colors, navy and orange, for Carlinville. No, not Carlinville. Rochester High School. Sorry, I was looking at Carlinville results earlier. Rochester High School. Josh Cable, about a week ago, was involved in a house fire where his house burned down, and he had trouble finding his way out, and he's still in Springfield Hospital. I think he had 2nd and 3rd degree burns, but he's improving, and thank goodness for that. Josh has interviewed him a number of times, talked to him a number of times, 3-time All-Stater in the 800. The main concern right now is that he recovers and that he's healthy. And things are looking up to him, so say a little prayer for the Cable family, for everything that they've gone through, and for Josh, that he continues to gain health, and think good thoughts. And maybe you'll wear orange this weekend. It's not your school color. Maybe wear an orange hair ribbon. We saw Rachel Hickey. That was her idea, wearing one. I think Brett Hafner of Hinsdale South wore an orange band or something like that. So, I just wanted to say that. So, he's a good kid. We've got, see if I forget, when you're just winging it, we have 3 more weeks until boys state meet, and we're going into 2 weeks to go. 3 more weeks from last Saturday. Okay, so I don't know. Everybody have a great week. Dream your dreams, achieve your dreams, realize your dreams. Have fun. Some of you seniors, this may be your last meet. And so enjoy those moments. Enjoy the laughs with your teammates. And parents, don't let your kids grow up to climb on top of dumpsters. It's a country song. There's a country song in there somewhere. So, all right, everybody have a great week. We will talk to you next week. We'll get ready for girls' state and then boys' sectionals. But until the next time that we talk, this is Mike Newman from Monday Morning Finish Line. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.